Any questions or comments? Hearing none, a motion would be appropriate.
So move.
We have a motion
Second.
and a second. Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Financial reports. Questions or comments? Thoughts? Input?
These numbers are the end of the year numbers, so all the expenses and all the income are in there for July to June. And just bottom line numbers for general fund, we ended up in the good to $42,231 in the general fund. In the water fund, we ended up in the good of $44,998. And in sanitation, because of the situation we had, we actually were a deficit of $43,665. But that's after paying $50,000. So had it not been for that, we would have been in the green for that too. So
Right?
So for the town park funds, does that mean we still have a balance?
we have a balance of $14,292 in the checking account. Is that what you mean?
Okay, but okay, yeah, that's right, that got donations, so the ARPA money got
Yeah,
spent
Yeah, that's,
in the appropriate time. Okay,
yes.
thank you.
Motion to approve?
I motion that we approve the financial report.
Motion, we'll need a second.
A second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion on the motion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. There are no presentations tonight. Report and comment period. I'll start backwards. Any comments from the council? Anything you'd like to share with us, any council members? Experiences? Anything going on? Ideas, thoughts? Or for good of the cause?
I just have a question. Has Mr. Aaron Hooks and his lovely wife left Montross yet, or is still here? Mr. Hooks.
I'm not sure if they've left yet or not, have they?
I don't think they've left formally. I don't know, they've been, at least back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah, their house is on the market.
Right. Thank you.
Do you want to talk about this? Or any questions?
Answers to the questions?
Yeah.
Well, I'll just make a couple comments. First, again, I want to thank Councilman Lee for his thorough responses to the questions we had concerning the audit, the security system. I think it's going to pay great dividends in contributing to the climate of security and comfort with everyone who's working here. And there's a big plus on expense and big plus on the professionalism that we talked about that last time as far as putting the system in. Just one little thing left to do. Mr. Lee answered all my questions, and everyone is provided with a copy of this of the answers. So I'm not going to read through each of the. I'm not going to read through all of this, and I think it explains itself. So unless someone has a specific question, we can address that. But I'm satisfied with the content.
It's a really good question, and it really good answers that you gave.
Yeah, I'm super pleased with the answers.
Okay. All right, you have anything else? Anyone else have anything? Mrs. Vice Mayor?
Well, last month I gave a shout out to Brian for all his work in watering the plants and taking, helping take care of all the things, because you haven't really stopped to look at the many different places in town there are. And I saw another one this morning that I hadn't seen, and this is my shout out. I would like to thank Mayor King, because he was there watering this morning when I went by at a stop that I didn't even realize was the town's.
Which
So,
one?
by the log cabin.
Oh, yeah.
I saw you by the bank.
So you see, shout out
Yep,
for all of your
absolutely.
I
help.
was gonna be wrong, but I
Thank
don't
you.
wanna, scare you.
Good to know as well. Okay, do you have anything else? Let's see, just a couple of things. We'll switch down just a little bit. Our Clinton is kind enough to function as our neighborhood watch coordinator with the sheriff's office. So when I showed up at the meeting and I said I'm in Clinton's place, they were really disappointed. So you don't look like Clinton, and you don't ask questions like Clinton. No. Anyway, it was a good meeting we went to. They're really trying to get this program in line and working. They're putting a lot of effort in it, and they're really impressed. They're putting a lot of resources to it. And I actually have a handout I'll give to Fran and Christy. Maybe she can email it to you. It talks about their objective and what they're doing. And so they're trying to do more with it. And they are going to be at the National Night Out on the 5th at the Skateland. They're going to have a booth set up. Just trying real hard to get that program underway. And that's all I have. Fran?
For my report, if you remember, we had a renovation project here when we had the flooring and the all interior done. One project that was kind of put on hold, waiting for installation of both doors, the front and then this one here in the back, plus the stoop that was built outside. Now that all those are done, Timmy Johnson is going to finish the painting, which is both doors. He's going to paint the shutters, and he's going to paint the white columns out front, which are looking a little worn. So he'll be doing that soon. We're waiting to get on a schedule, and the total cost for that's going to be $1,700. But that was kind of built in when we did the project to start with. So that'll be happening. So we'll have a little different look hopefully soon. I'm going to be attending a conference for VAGARA, which is the Government Archives and Records Organization for the state, which I really want to learn about record retention and what we have to keep and what we don't, since we've talked about creating archives here. There's no use archiving things that we can certainly pitch. So we'll hoping to at least network with people, learn about what the process is, and come back with names and numbers of people who can help us and know what to do and so forth. So that'll be in October. Just the meetings that I've attended, I attended the supervisors meeting and kind of reported on some of the things we're involved in. Continued meetings with the trash vendor to address concerns. The mayor and I met with 2 representatives of Tim Kaine's office last week, just in regards, they have some opportunities for grants for communities, and so they kind of told us about those and want to send us some more information, wanted to see what maybe some of our needs were. We talked about our water line and those type of things. So they're going to send us some more information once they land back in the office. And then the mayor and I and the vice mayor and our staff met with some other vendors throughout the week. So that's my report.
Okay, thank you. Any questions or comments for Fran? Thank you, Fran. The Fall Festival update. So,
Yeah, so Alan called me today. Barbara Jean is on a trip, and Alan is doing some side work, and so neither could be here, but they wanted me to let you guys know that they don't really have any new updates firehouse if anybody wants to come. Alan said he will tell us a ton of information. He's trying to lock in all of their entertainment, make sure everything's to the nines before we start advertising too much. I guess that's about all for that.
Thank you for sharing that information. Just a reminder, when we had that list of the tasks, we probably want to look at that closely and see. So it's funny, we were talking, it might be an age thing, but Catherine and I'm back in the day of having a block captain that's in charge of this block, the captain for this block. We both were thinking the same thing and finding volunteers. But we definitely need to keep that message out. The sooner we get the flyer that they're talking about and we have that blown up and made a little bit larger, you know, we could start getting that out. And one of the things that should be on the bottom is that we're looking for volunteers. What concerns me is the load that Brian's carrying. He is sometimes by himself. What if Brian had an emergency and wasn't here? What would happen, right? You know, so you never want to do something by yourself. And you know, we definitely need to look at each section and each area and come up with what we can come up with that who could pick it up if potentially could pick it up and do it, you know. But I think once we start focusing on this and we get the word out, it's something that we can have a flyer at our booth at the National Night Out maybe, is to have some information there. We're looking for volunteers, you know. But we need to know like the task, how long it takes, and how many people it needs. That's what I was really looking for. Is it laid out like that?
A lot of the items already have people buy them, but it's kind of a long list and it's in chunks, and I don't know if that person's doing that whole part or exactly. It was a bit tough to figure out, I thought.
I think it needs more breakdown than what.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, we really need that so we can start talking to people about.
But I know picking up the trash in the trash cans at the end was not covered.
So what happened to the Boy Scouts doing that? That's what we need to give some ideas and think about that. And if not the Boy Scouts, can the Girl Scouts do it? There's a Girl Scout troop, right? You know?
Yeah, Becca has
So I
the
think-
Girl Scouts.
You know, we're getting close to the wire, so maybe we could talk about it tonight. When's their next meeting?
August.
August what?
6.
Okay.
Do you know if they're planning on being at National Night Out? Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point. They could be at our booth, right? We have set up. So,
I mean, I had thought about, because my daughter's in the Girl Scouts, the only thing is they're like 8-year-olds.
yeah.
So I don't know how much pulling trash is. I mean, they can certainly pick up trash for sure. Like I could get my 2 kids to do that.
But but it's going through the whole town, making sure that all the trash is picked up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who did it last year? Any idea?
Brian.
Yeah, Brian did.
Well, we can get kids. Well,
You know, maybe Young Life Group or something like that, but
All right.
I suppose.
All
An
right, sounds
idea.
good. Every watch we already reported on. Did anyone else have any comments or remarks they'd like to make? Hearing none, we go to action item. We have an opening. It's really interesting the number of people that we've had just going out and talking to people that have been interested in serving on the council. You know? So we have Chris Garnett's resume.
Garrett.
Garrett, I'm sorry.
Garrett.
And I've had a couple conversations with him. Fran's had you have a conversation or email conversation with him, Fran?
I've talked with him.
Had it? Okay, good. Your thoughts?
I'm really impressed with him, and he's well known in the area and seems to be well liked. And I believe his wife is a teacher. Is she a teacher?
She's King George.
Okay, I was gonna say I knew she worked with Aaron. That's how his name came to be. I was impressed.
So the way it works is if we decide to bring him on to council and the council approves that, then Fran will work on getting an appointment through the judge until the next election cycle.
Oh, that isn't even necessary,
Really?
for, if he's filling a full term. And the way I understand town code, it looks like he would fill, that vacant seat for the time that it was due, so he would serve this year and next.
Okay.
Through the end of 2026 is when Aaron's term was ended.
Okay, what's your pleasure? Don't everyone speak at once.
Excuse me.
Well, I recommend we extend the offer for him to be the new member to the council in replacement of Mr. Hooks.
We have a motion? Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, any further discussion? We'll do a roll call vote. Mrs. Carlson?
Aye.
Mrs. Whitman?
Aye.
Mr. Watson?
Aye.
Mr. Smith?
Aye.
Mr. Lee?
Aye.
Motion passes. So Fran, you'll notify him and we'll set up an orientation time for the next month meeting, like at 5? Okay, awesome, thank you for doing that. Okay, are there any other action items? Hearing none. Any public comments? I would say that's a no. All right. As advertised on the agenda, we have a need to go to closed session, and it will take a motion using those sections for 2 reasons: contract discussions and personnel matters.
I make a motion that we adjourn to closed session for discussion of the award of a public contract per Virginia Code Section 2.2-3711A29, as well as discussion relating to personnel matters pursuant to the Code of Virginia Section 202-3711A1.
We have a motion, and we'll need a second.
Second.
We have a motion and second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.